My name's Steve. You might know me. My name's Steve. You might know me already. If you don't, then my name's Steve. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while now. I just didn't know how to start it, I guess. And I think that's the worst thing I think anybody can do. I do a lot. I'm guilty as fuck for doing it. Where you try to prepare the best you could be for the situation you're gonna do, and what you do, you spend weeks, months, years preparing for something, and then it might not even turn out like, might not even go the way you want it to go, and it just goes down the drain, and then all that preparing is just pointless when you could have just jumped into it and just went, fuck it, let's get it done, let's do it. It's just, sometimes preparing is a pointless thing to do. Obviously it comes in handy when the situation does require preparation, but if it doesn't really, and you can just get away with just winging it and just going for it like this, I think the best way I could do what I'm going to be doing is to just start it and improve as I go along, and that would be the only way to do it, really. I actually wanted to do something like this. If you haven't seen my other channel, my gaming one, this is actually originally what I wanted to do in the beginning, but I have really shite confidence. I'm really bad for confidence. I'm a shy person. I have that shitty thing called is it social amnesia or whatever you want to fucking call it. Pretty much I'm shy, bottom line is, and I find it hard to socialize with people and shit like that, and I wanted to improve my skills in socializing, in talking. I have a speech impediment which gets incredibly bad when it comes to socializing because I think too much, and my amnesia, it's not, where the fuck am I saying amnesia? Anxiety, I'm fucking, yeah, that's how stupid I am, and that's how bad my social anxiety mixes words up. The worst thing I do is when I randomly throw words that has nothing to do with what we're talking about in the middle of a sentence. I'll be talking and I'll just like say like, hey, what's up? Do you wanna come? And then I'll say like some random ass like bookcase or something like that. Be like, hey, do you wanna come bookcase? Sure. And I'll just notice then what I actually said, and then it's downhill from there. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is the whole reason why I wanted to start doing stuff like this, to improve my speaking skills, my socializing skills, and also because I don't know, I've always really wanted to do something like this, and to be able to communicate with people without actually talking to them face to face, and doing it in a way that you can rethink what you're actually saying. You can go, like, I can fuck up right now, I can say something totally fucking stupid, and I can just edit that shit out, I can just delete that shit. If I fucked up this whole video, I can just get rid of it. Nobody ever sees it, nobody's ever the wiser. And that's what I like about doing these videos. I don't have to fuck up in front of someone. I can fuck up and just get rid of that shit. But yeah, the whole reason I want to do so, I want to do a rollerblading vlog podcast talking to a fucking camera. I don't even know if I'm gonna stick this camera up, and I apologize now if I swear a lot. The problem I get when I'm talking and I can't get my words out, I do use the F word a lot. I can deal with it in most situations, but sometimes I kind of say it without actually noticing I'm saying it, and it's because my brain's pretty much getting pissed off with my talking, and it just throws it in there, and I apologize. I'll try and keep it back, but this is like a rollerblading thing. I understand that most of you probably are younger than me and swear a hell of a lot more than me, especially like the little kids these days. They swear a hell of a lot more than me, and they use the C word quite a lot. I've been brought up to, if I use the C word, I will get punched in the face by my mum, so I tend not to use that word. But yeah, so I should actually talk about rollerblading stuff, because that's the whole point. And some of you might not call it rollerblading, some of you might call it inline skating, aggressive inline skating. I don't like the term, using the term aggressive inline skating. It gives off the wrong message for what we do, especially now. Like, you watch a lot, you still have the aggressive kind of rock and roll skaters, but a lot of skaters these days skate with a lot of flow. They have a really nice smooth style, and that's not aggressive in the slightest. So I tend to call it rollerblading, because it's obviously the company Rollerblading was the whole reason how rollerblading got that name. It kind of took on it from that company. So like I said, let's talk about rollerblading. One of the things I wanted to talk about is marketing rollerblading. I think the way it's getting marketed is, in my opinion, it's my opinion, cause this is my opinion in this video, but I feel like I have to express that it's my opinion, because people will think, I don't know, I find people on the internet, unless you go, it's my opinion in bold fucking letters, they believe that you are stating facts. It's like, if I'm saying something, it's my opinion. I'm not stating facts. If I'm saying I'm stating facts, then I'm stating facts, for fuck's sake. But yeah, it's my opinion. I think rollerblading is being marketed in a really, not a bad way, but I think it's aimed at a certain group of people, and it shouldn't be, because that's not why we rollerblade anymore. Well, not why I rollerblade, and not why most of the people I believe I know, and most of the people actually rollerblade. I don't believe rollerblade for that reason. I believe the reason we still rollerblade, the reason why I still rollerblade, is because it's fun. It's because I enjoy it. It's not because it's badass, and that's what it's getting marketed as. A lot of people, a lot of companies is marketing rollerblading as the badass sport, which I believe is a wrong way to market it. They should be marketed as it's a fun sport, it's enjoyable, it's really a sport that is driven more by passion than being badass. And that's, I think companies should market rollerblading as that, and not as, oh, it's badass, you do badass shit, when at the end of the day we ain't doing anything more badass than any other extreme sport out there. There's a lot of extreme sports that are doing way badass, more badass shit than we are. I don't think we should be marketing it as badass. I think it's a stupid thing. I think we're just trying to follow what skateboarding is doing, and skateboarding's huge. It's like, it took off, it's this massive thing now, it's a thing of its own, and we shouldn't try and follow in his footsteps. We should create whatever rollerblading is. That's what we should be pushing. We shouldn't be pushing some message that is, it's not false, but it's not 100% what we're doing rollerblading for. We should market rollerblading as fun and enjoyable and a passionate sport. Well, not even a sport, it's a lifestyle, it's exercise, it's playtime, it's whatever you want to make it, and that's what we should be marketing it as. I think that would be the way to grow rollerblading. I think marketing it as fun and enjoyable will bring in a lot more people, and just a few people are like, oh, and that looks badass, I'm gonna do it, and it'll bring in more people, and that's what I think we need to do to show people what rollerblading truly is. And And to be honest, rollerblading isn't truly anything. It's truly something to individual people. In a whole, it's truly whatever the hell you make it. I'll probably get a lot of hate for this and whatever, because some reason we have a lot of hate towards powerblading for some reason. I don't understand why we hate powerblading so much, and what the actual reason for hating powerblading. I don't understand that. But I have to say, lately I've been watching more powerblading edits than actual aggressive inline skating, or whatever you want to call it, than them edits. Because when I watch powerblading edits, they're just blasting around having fun, and that's what rollerblading is to me. It's just blasting around, throwing in tricks, doing little weird shit, and just having fun. And that's what I'm viewing powerblading as, and that's what I want to view rollerblading as in like the movement, as in the industry, as in everything. And that's why I want people to start marketing rollerblading as not just this badass thing. I want people to market it as something you do with your friends. You go traveling, you meet cool people, you do a lot of amazing things. The feelings you get from rollerblading is why most of us can't give it up. The passion we got for it, the love. And that's why we haven't stopped rollerblading. Not because it's badass. It's because we fucking love it. And that's why we still rollerblade. And that's why we get up, pack our shit up, travel how many miles we travel to spots, to a skate park, beat the shit out of our bodies, put ourselves in ridiculous pain, because we love it, because it's fun, because we enjoy it more than anything else. Not because it's badass. I keep like repeating this, but I just can't get my head around it. Like, what's the point in marketing something that's badass, and when it's not really, is it? It's, yeah, it's got badass aspects to it, but it's not badass. It's fucking fun. And that's what we need to show people. Rollerblading, that's what we should market is. Rollerblading, it's fucking fun. Come on, that's badass, isn't it? Why can't we market it as that? Just put a swear word in it, then it's badass as well. But yeah, I just don't understand that. I don't understand the whole hate on anything really. Like, powerblading, why are we hating on powerblading? What's the reason for hating on powerblading? Like, it makes us look gay? Come on, who doesn't think we're gay? Like, every other well, not every other extreme sport, but like most people see a guy on a pair of rollerblades, it's like they see us as gay. And I'm using gay as in not homosexual or whatever. I'm using gay as in that kind of whatever term. I can't explain what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I'm using gay as in a insult for not actually being gay, but trying to insult someone. But yeah, like, the whole world either views us as gay, they either think we're skateboarders, or they don't even know we fucking exist. So why are we bitching so much about powerblading when we're already labelled as whatever we don't want to be labelled as, and powerblading is making us look bad? It's just like, chill the fuck out. Powerblading's not making us look bad, we're making us look bad. Because we're the people hating on ourselves. We're the people who hating on sports that are similar to us and doing it for the same reason we're doing it. I don't get where the fuck this hate's coming from, or why this hate is coming from. And it goes, and then the people who are hating on powerblading are no different from the skateboarders that hate on rollerblading, no different from the BMXers that hate on rollerblading. You're just ignorant, posing bigots. That's pretty much it, bottom line. And I just don't understand it. Like, I don't hate on skateboarding. I think skateboarding is pretty fucking cool. I used to skateboard myself. BMXing, I've never done it, but it's pretty fucking cool as well. Every other's, like, scootering's coming into its own now. It's like some of the tricks getting pulled on scooters, like, you cannot deny that is some cool ass shit. But I don't hate scootering, I don't hate BMXing, I don't hate skateboarding, I hate dickheads. I hate the snaking, big-headed fucks in a skate park. I don't care if you're on rollerblades, skateboard, BMX, or a scooter. I don't give a shit about that stuff, what you're rolling on. But if you're a snaking, big-headed prick, that's what I hate about people in a skate park. Not what they're rolling on. I respect if they're coming out just like me, having fun, pushing themselves to do ridiculous stuff. I respect that. And I ain't gonna hate on someone for shit like that. And people might say like, oh, you bitched about scootering, you bitched about skateboarding. It's because they were constantly fucking snaking me. Like, I think everybody hates scootering for the same reason as I do, really. And they just don't understand that that's the reason. It's not because they're on scooters. It's because of when it became big, you had a lot of little kids, most of them big-headed, coming into the skate park, snaking you, not doing anything, just going around in circles and snaking you. And you try and tell them, like, don't do this. You're meant to wait and let other people go and stuff like that. Some of them got it and I respect them for it, but some of them didn't, and they will just snake you, and you ask them to move out the way and they just act like a prick and give like stupid remarks, being big-headed, thinking they're clever and stuff like that. And that's, I think, why we hate scootering. Even though we don't actually hate scootering, it's just a lot of the people who were riding scooters at the time, they were the ones who made us hate scootering. And to be honest, people who probably ride scooters now probably hate them kids just as much as we do. Like, it's same goes for rollerblading. Like, there's people on rollerblades that hate on shit and hate on skateboarding and BMXing and all that shit, and just makes us look bad. And I hate them as much as skateboarders hate them. And same as BMXers and scooters gonna hate them people. I hate them as well. And the same goes for skateboarding. I bet you skateboarders hate them people who just don't do anything. They just stand around, carry their board, buy all the cool shit to look good, and don't actually do anything. And then they hate on rollerblading because it's gay, because it's easy and stuff like that. And that's another thing I want to talk about. I don't see as, because I used to skateboard. I skateboarded for about 5 years, I would say. I still jump on a board on the odd days now, and I really enjoy just cruising around, just pretty much messing around on a half pipe, doing some stalls and grinds. And someone's fucking calling me. One sec. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I skateboarded for about 5 years. I still skateboard on the odd off days. I haven't got actual skateboard. I haven't got a skateboard. I skateboard on like my mates' boards. But yeah, like, people like go, oh, rollerblading, like, it's so easy, it's stuck to your feet and stuff like that, and skateboarding's a lot harder because it's not stuck to your feet. I don't see rollerblading as easier. I just see skateboarding as more limiting. It limits you to do only certain stuff because it's not stuck to your feet. Same goes for BMX, even though it's more open because they got bigger wheels and stuff and they're holding on to the handlebars, allows them to do more stuff. But we can do a lot more, especially with our bodies and the way we position our bodies, because we don't have to worry about keeping our wheels on our feet. Like, we can jump around and not worry about where our hands are, where our feet are going, not that much, because they're stuck to our feet and they're not going to go anywhere other than our feet. So I think rollerblading is not easier. It's just less limiting to what you can do. And people might argue with that, fair enough. You can argue with that all you want, but that's what I believe. That's my opinion. Like I said before, this is my opinion. I am not stating facts, but yeah, I believe that. But I can see what people think, and the problem I have with like a lot of skateboarders, like, oh, rollerblading so easy, and normally I let them go on my skates and they're like, oh, actually it's a lot harder than I think. And what I don't understand is, because it's our blades are stuck to our feet, that can make it a hell of a lot harder. When you're going for a massive gap, we don't have the option of jumping off and running out of our tricks. We either got to land on our wheels and roll away, or we gonna fall and slam on whatever else part of our body we're gonna hit into the ground. We don't actually get the option of going up to, like, say like a 12 set, 180 and a 12 set. With a skateboard you can kick out the way, land on your feet, do a little roll poly, run out of it, whatever. Same for BMX, even though it's a lot harder. You got that big ass metal thing underneath you. I've always been more, I find BMXing is probably the more scarier one, because if you've got that big ass metal thing underneath you, it has a lot of shit sticking out of it, will damage you really bad. But yeah, still you can kind of throw your bike out from underneath you, land on your feet, roll away, whatever, kind of run out the trick. But for rollerblading, especially trying to bail before a trick, like I've seen skateboarders go really fast up to a trick and just throw their board, jump off and just stop themselves. And then I've seen rollerbladers try and do that, like going up to a rail or a gap, try and stop at the last moment and just go straight into the rail, or kind of fall down the steps, and it's a lot more harder because it's stuck to your feet, but also it allows you to do a lot more with your body because it's stuck to your feet as well. I don't see it as easier, because obviously I wouldn't say we do bigger stuff, but we do hard stuff. We do harder stuff. Oh, it's hard to explain it, but we do stuff that is more complicated because it's stuck to our feet. Like skateboarders can do like flip tricks. Obviously we can't do like flatland flip tricks because it's stuck to our feet. We can't really do much like that. People have done, but you gotta kind of mess around with how you have your skates on and stuff like that. But we don't do that stuff. We do stuff that is like, we will hit bigger rails, we'll spin into our grinds, we'll spin out of our grinds, we'll switch our grinds up to make it more difficult for us. We won't just go up to like a rail and do a backside, come out of it, and that's it. Like, skateboarders can go up to a rail and you can do like a normal straight grind on a handrail, and that'll be sick as hell, and that'll be ridiculously hard. And rollerblading understands, like, going up to a rail and just doing a straight grind might not be... I'm trying to explain this in the best way possible. I'm finding it hard to get it across, but pretty much what I'm saying is, a trick that is similar on rollerblading to skateboarding might be hard on skateboarding, but of course it's easy on rollerblading, and that's why we don't stick to them simple tricks. We make them tricks a lot harder. Like a guy who's like really good on skateboarding, like say a professional skateboarder, might go up to a handrail, like a 12 set handrail, and nose blunt it, and that'll be ridiculously hard. But a professional like rollerblader won't go up to say like a similar trick like a FishBrain, won't go up to that 12 set rail and just do a FishBrain on it. You might go up to it and like true spin fish it. You might come up fakey, do a full cab to fish, alley-oop fish. It'll make that trick more complicated to make it kind of the same hardness as going up to that trick and doing like a blunt on a skateboard. We're not just going, okay, this is easy to do it's easy to do similar tricks on skateboards, so we're sticking to one sec, I'm gonna call again. Okay, so I got a phone call. I'm going out in a minute, do some crap. I'm actually going out just for a ride because it's too wet to go skating today, so I'm gonna get on my bike and just go for a cruise instead of staying in and doing stuff like this. It's just a lot better for me. But yeah, I know this is coming across really confusing and I'm finding it really hard to get across. What I'm trying to say is skateboarding and rollerblading, when at the same level, that's skateboarder will be doing stuff that the rollerblading will do like twice as. It'll make that trick more complicated to make it the same hardness as what the skateboarder is trying to do. Some of you might understand what I'm saying, some of you probably like confused as fuck, and I apologize for that. But I can't quite get it across in a way I'm trying to explain it without sounding like I'm pretty much putting down skateboarders, like kind of saying skateboarders are not as doing as hard tricks. They are, but rollerblading are kind of, it looks like they're doing bigger tricks, but really they're like the same hardness and the same bigness. It's just obviously skateboards are not stuck to your feet, so it's a lot more harder to do grinds on handrails and stuff than it is for rollerbladers. That's why rollerbladers are like doing big spins, doing like really weird complicated grinds on rails to even out the hardness of the trick. And that's what I'm trying to explain. But I think I'm going to end it here because I'm going to go out for a ride now and just enjoy the outdoors, because that's what I really love, is the outdoors. I can't skate today, but I'm just going to go out for a ride, keep my legs in shape, keep my stuff. And some of you might notice my razor stick on here. I got a razor stick on a thing, and some of you might be going, oh, he's a razor fanboy or something, and I'm just going to go, I haven't skated razors in years. I actually skate shadows. I support razors. I support any rollerblading company, to be honest. Like, I wear Create Originals t-shirts. I wear other company t-shirts that I don't actually skate any of this stuff, but I will support them because they're supporting rollerblading. I support them. I don't really care. As long as they make good shit, I'll wear it. Like the Run USD t-shirt I've been wanting to get for ages. I've never skated USD, but that's a badass t-shirt and I'm willing to wear that any day of the week, to be honest. But yeah, just I will try and come up with maybe other stuff to talk about. It's just going to be ranting more than anything, and I'm just going to talk about stuff. If you have anything you like want me to speak about or share my opinion on, which I've only been rollerblading for like 7 years, just gonna put out there, I ain't no OG. I ain't been rollerblading since I went skating back on like non-UFS frames and sole plates and flat setups and stuff. I'm a pretty new rollerblader. I'm just sharing my insight to other new rollerbladers, and I'm just giving my point of view. I'm just ranting. Like, I'm doing this because hopefully it speaks out to other people who feel the same way as me, but not just that. Maybe it'll speak out to people who don't rollerblade and might think about doing it or something like that. Like, I just want to do it. I just want to rant. I just want to get my shit out, to be honest. But I'm gonna enter here because I'm gonna go on a little bit of a ride and that shite and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna stick this video up. I probably will. It's just my GoPro. Because that's what I use pretty much for filming and stuff. I probably will stick the video up so it's not just like a blank screen or something, you just listening to it. But I think that's it. I think I'm gonna call it now. I'm gonna get ready, go for a little bit of a ride, have some fun. And like I said, if you can give me anything to talk about, I'll try and talk about, give my point of view, whatever. I've got a lot of other stuff I want to talk about, but I have a bit of a bad thing about ranting on about random stuff, then going off subject and just completely making a mess of stuff, like you probably already have noticed. But I hopefully will improve. I know I'm going to improve because you always improve when you do stuff. It's highly unlikely you're going to de-improve at doing stuff if you're constantly doing it. You're obviously going to get better, and hopefully I will, and that's why I'm doing this. Instead of trying to prepare perfectly to do this, I'm just going to go with it and just hopefully get better. as it goes along, and I believe I should do. Like my gaming channel, I've improved a lot since my first video, and this is more just for me ranting and trying to improve my social / talking skills, because they fucking suck. But yeah, I will probably talk more about myself maybe next time, even though probably like nobody wants to hear about me, but I mean like my skating wise, where I'm from, what I do and stuff like that. So this is it. Thanks for watching if you got this far and listening. Other than that, hopefully I see you next time. I don't know how I'm gonna upload these or what I'm gonna do with these, but I'll figure something out and it'll be up. Obviously when you listen to this, clearly it's up. So thanks for watching. I will try and do like once a week or something, maybe twice a week if I have the time. So thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye.